Hello, welcome to Down with Dragons here on Monsters of Roll on Twitch. I am DM Scott. With me, as always,
Killian playing Maven Corpse Flower, a Circle of Spores druid who is fed up with this mission and ready to go home and save her daughter, or both.
And Mick playing Callan once again, and I don't have any clue what the mission is, but I'm along for the ride this time.
Chris playing Viet, a hunter ranger, barbarian, ancestral spirits, and peace cleric. Did I mention I'm a dwarf? And I've got a blue hand. And I've got a box full of disturbing things in my backpack. Which may or may not be like unpacking and repacking and rearranging and packing back in again. Go ahead, Catherine.
No, you're fine. And Catherine playing Juniper Swift, who is a sort of class all of her own, who also just kind of wants to go home and is fed up with this mission, but here we are.
If only your home wasn't a burnt zombie wasteland.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. And speaking of which, I'm so happy everyone could join us for our weekly dose of trauma, like a hearty breakfast. Trauma O's, brought to you by Down with Dragons. Let's copyright that. That's real.
Yeah,
Done.
Yeah,
Done.
thanks for bringing that up, Chris. It's not like it hurts at all.
let's just pump out a whole bunch of IPs and just patent them and retire.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm pretty sure the Screaming Goats will have your merch at some point. So before we dive into this next episode, any announcements?
Just a couple, you guys. Happy weekend to you all. I hope you are all well rested and well fed. I know I am. But a couple of announcements. One, we have merch at monstersofroll.com/shop. Finding that in the little information box down below. Red Bull right now is having a sale, 20 to 60% off their, I think, every item right now. So go and take a look. We've got character portraits, we've got logos, hats, hoodies, pillows, clocks. If I were home, I could pull up my clock or my pillow, but unfortunately, alas and alack, I am not. So you just have to take my word for it. And Catherine's got her switch on. Awesome. So again, that's monstersofroll.com/shop, where you can go ahead and check out our pretty cool merch. Also, if you have a particular moment that you really want to give one of your favorite players some hashtag inspiration, you can get at us in the link down below on our social media. Tell us what episode you're watching, what character you'd like to give it to, and a short reason as to why, and you can turn the tides of fate. You can either give one of your players an extra reroll or give DM Scott one as well. This counts for any episode, so hello, future people. You can send it in to us as well in the links down below using that hashtag inspiration. We are always happy to get it, and some of us are happy to use it right away. So...
Right away.
Some of us don't plan ahead. So that is all I have for you. Again, happy.
We have one inspiration point coming in live.
Yeah.
What?
From Scald.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
So she can use it right away. Like you have to use it right. You have to use it now.
Okay, I'm going to use it right now.
I'm going to do that merch thing a little better.
Make me roll again. No. Okay, awesome. Hell yeah, I am going to use it this episode. I'm going to write that down. Thanks, Scald. You're the best.
I mean, did Scald have a reason other than,
because you love me?
Because Killian was going inspiration fishing, and
she caught
the big one.
That's why you get a bite. You reel in a big one.
It would pay off.
It came to you like a wandering ball of returning.
Because he really wants to hear that mother-daughter speech.
Oh
yeah.
God, you're right.
He has been looking forward to it for a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah, has Maven prepared anything yet?
Yes, I have something ready.
Gosh, I hope she's still alive to hear it. Otherwise, it's a eulogy.
Say that.
Callan, I need you to go back. I've got a message for you to send to my daughter.
Okay.
Fine.
Leave the ball bearing with us here.
So, with announcements and inspiration out of the way, let's jump into this week. So last time on Down with Dragons, the group, in the aftermath of defeating Farinus Corvus, had looted and had separated from Mister, who stayed behind and jumped through a portal because Blink was on time. She had a picture to prove it. And you all were whisked away to Sunder Keep in the lovely steppes climate that is a nice break from the Arctic, closer to, well, actually not this week. This week's been pleasant, but last week's Minnesota temperatures. And and after seeing in the distance, rising out of the in the valley, rising above the mist and fog that is surrounding this entire area, Sunder Keep, and making their way, traveling some distance, getting a little hard to tell the distance they were traveling and getting that feeling of being lost and aimless, did do some unpacking of trauma, as it were, Viet doing most of that specifically.
Literally unpacking.
Literally. And having a nice conversation with a little girl who let him know he does have a purpose beyond here, but part of it is him having to kind of deal with his baggage, man. And the group made their way, in a nutshell, to the gates, the fallen gates of Sunder Keep. And there, entering the city, they could hear the chittering and clattering of those wax spidery creature, because now they could see a lot of the city is covered in that waxy substance. And they can hear fighting in the distance, and they can hear the insectoid clicky clacks. And that is literally where we are rejoining our group as the camera swoops in from a bird's eye view. The group swoops in.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
It'll suck a lot.
Gret is standing there and he's like, anything specifically that is going to suck, or just in general suck?
Yes.
Yes.
True.
So par.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
par for the course.
Yeah. Pretty much my life since I woke up. So yeah.
So there, standing in the ruins of a broken down gate door, large, door. What is the group doing?
If I remember right, so this was a large, like a drawbridge type door that had been partially broken apart, but like wax, like melded all together, like sealing it together in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's open enough that you can easily go through, but it has definitely been under attack. It has seen much better days, and the wax is both kind of freeze framing some of the destruction as it's kind of solidified and reattached some of this broken wall and broken drawbridge door and everything. So you can get in easily, but I mean, do you want to?
And the fighting is a ways off.
It's in the distance
in this
inside,
city fortress thing that we got here.
And it's a very big city.
Okay.
This is one of the capital cities.
Helen, which way was Illison?
Do I have a orientation to that, or do I need to recheck?
You can pretty easily, we'll assume you at some point recently kind of before coming in refreshed the ritual. And so you kind of close your eyes and look back up through all the mist and everything. And just as the mist is kind of overhead and like obscuring the actual sky, you do see the slightest hint of the shooting star kind of going in a direction with an air kind of constellation behind it.
Yes. I am on the trail. It's that away.
That away.
I'm basically the compass right now. If I let my mind wander, I'm just gonna be worthless. So yes, that away.
That away. All right, start moving.
Mm-hmm.
Just for idea of marching order, are you in a hurried pace? Are you trying to be quiet? Just kind of standard pace on guard, just so I know what you're doing.
June's first instinct would be to be a hurried pace, but
Yeah.
she will pace herself with others.
Yeah.
Fast
I'm
head on a
standing right
swivel.
behind you. Just
Like,
kind of
you
being
can-
like, all right.
You can try to be quiet while being hurried. You just have disadvantage on your stealth for
Yeah.
that fact.
I don't know that we need to be stealthy with a battle going on.
Battle, yeah. I mean, it's gonna go down, so
So I think
a hurried pace
just
is
a
probably
quick pace, pausing at corners,
Mhm.
stopping, pausing, checking back trail, blah blah blah. Right, kind of we're on an infiltration mission. So
Perfect. So then everyone make me an athletics check and
Okay.
give me those totals.
does mean. I'm just kidding. That's not right.
Oh, I suppose I should roll for our two NPCs.
16 for Callan.
That's a 6 for Maven.
Well, it's 18 for June. That's not too bad.
17 for Viet. Scald got a 10.
Thank God. At least one of us
Perfect.
is
I'll
rolling
use him
well.
for so for the group average, you have you have about a 15. So not bad. You're at a hurried pace. You're moving quick. Now everyone roll me a we're gonna go with a normal perception check.
That's worse.
Kind of as you're hitting your corners and just checking around.
Oh, that's a nat 1, babe.
Okay.
Nat fucking 1.
14 for Callan.
That was a
Show
7
'em.
for June.
21 for Viet.
Viet's taking care of all of us.
Honestly.
Right. So Viet, really you're the only one who's kind of hyper aware and a little paranoid. And as you start moving into the city deeper, going to each city block and kind of looking down, occasionally you do stop the group and you watch as these very like wax and very basically kind of turn humans and into like their limbs all being these long elongated spider-like legs, and their faces are now more they have like the mandibles, but like you can see where a lot of things have been like distended, and then like the skin has been replaced by this kind of waxy white carapace.
This is the worst thing you've ever described. I don't know if I can go on.
It is pretty gnarly, but
Just out of curiosity, you know those various battles with the Gadonian Mishlock. Did he ever see anything like this?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
I
Nope,
didn't think
this
so. I
is-
just want to clarify.
Yep,
If they foresaw
something-
this in any way, shape, or form. Oh, wait, that's not how that worked. Never mind. Withdraw the question.
Withdrawn. Let me help
I
you
and Juniper are both horrified.
Let me help you with this. This is just a picture I'm sharing to the group of the token I made for them.
Vomit inducing.
No. Tapping out.
Are you serious?
No.
What's on its butt?
What?
That's where the hair
that
and things
long,
like that have
Killian.
been distended back.
Oh, that's its scalp. So the rest of its body is all forehead. Oh.
And the carapace. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad we all have that reaction. That paid for the time and effort of making that or describing that.
I want to.
So occasionally, these are the creatures you see coming down off of a roof, down the sides of a wall, and then skittering down into an alley. As you are moving, you do see areas where there is less of this wax material and it's more sparse. And then you will kind of hit an area where it is thick, just like that forest where everything was covered. And as you start to move into one of these thicker areas, you do see there are all these kind of hung up, and you don't see them immediately just because of the amount of wax and battle that has been through here and destroyed buildings. You see cocoons hanging in this waxy material, hanging from the eaves of the roofs and against the side of walls.
Are any of them moving?
Roll me a perception check.
Mm. 15.
I mean, you don't think so.
Mm.
It's hard to tell. There's a part of you that is definitely trying to see if there's any movement, but at the same time, you probably hope there's not. And so you're like, it's probably fine. As you keep moving, heading.
Yeah, reach out and grab June's shoulder. Keep moving.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Behind everyone, you'll hear Zash like, you should probably be quiet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You should probably shut up too. I don't want to hear it.
Don't have to be aggressive. I was just pointing out you were loud.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you all keep moving. And as you start to get through this thicker area, moving a little bit slower just because of the amount of this wax. And I'm assuming Maven gave a little bit of a download of what was seen just from, you were talking the beach and all that stuff of like how if you there's areas you can step through that wax and it's like that liquid is a paralytic.
Numb you right up.
And so you all kind of carefully move, and there's one or two moments where you hear some of the wax crack a little bit and keep moving just fine.
No.
And then not too far away, probably maybe a block away, you hear a scream.
Do I recognize that scream?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, God. 17.
Not sure. I mean, it's still a block away, but it is feminine. And it is definitely a panicked scream.
Fit will glance back at Maven.
Right?
See if she recognizes.
We better go now. We go now. We go now. We go now. We go. I'm going.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go help them.
Yeah,
Whoever that is.
Gret in the back of the group a little bit, just like, how articulate. Move.
We go now.
We go.
You hear another scream punctuating that thought.
Okay. We're moving.
Okay.
We're there.
So you all hurried,
Yes.
continue down, and you get to the mouth of an alley, and you kind of stop and listen, and you don't hear the scream or anything right now, but you do see movement on top of the roof, just a momentary movement of like something jumping from one rooftop to the other. And down the alley, you start to hear the sound of struggle. You start to hear almost like someone's like fighting, and you can hear the clank of metal hitting stone.
Okay.
And
Vit will charge down the alley then.
Yeah, we're charging down.
And as you start to turn the corner and charge down, the one thing as you get closer, you're hearing a male voice who is challenging these spider-like creatures. As you can kind of come down, and you start to see the street opens up into this alley, into kind of being where there's multiple like entrances into back entrances into houses, and you hear the voice shout out, "By the power of Ariana Grande, you shall die!"
Oh my goodness.
Can I what do we see? Like, do we see a thing yet?
As you come down, you see there are multiple of these like coming down the side of a wall, a few on the street level, on some stairs in front of a building, all moving cautiously towards a part just past your point of view around a corner.
Cool.
But right there, you do see as well, there is one that is like right in that entry to where you turn the corner. There is a just cut in half one of these spider-like creatures that is just, and it's leaking this milky white fluid.
Is it still twitching and moving, or is it?
There's still a little bit of twitch to it, but it seems to be like death throes, you know?
Okay.
Can I fling a sacred flame at one?
Yeah, why don't we roll initiative?
Sure. Just gonna fling it.
Dun, 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 dun.
22.
9.
7.
12.
Here we go now.
Here we go now. Alright. So, leading the charge, Chris, if you want, you can load up roll 20. Otherwise, we can just keep this theater of the mind, and I'll just describe.
It we'll be ready.
I've just got to move.
Up to you.
Yep. Boop.
Thank God that ginormous dragon went away. Okay.
Probably gonna want to scroll down just a little bit. Yeah, you gotta use the side bar to move it down.
Yep. I'm trying to get our pictures in there as well. Oh, okay. I see why. Because you have a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't. Well, gosh darn. Let me see if I can fix that real quick.
No, what the hell?
I could not find a free to use version. I tried to use the AI to actually make a Terry Crew barbarian, but it just kept coming out so far off the mark.
Frustrating.
Just could not get the baby oil right.
Honestly, that sheen, it really messes with your camera lens. I get it.
Yeah, it was just blinding.
In the body.
All
butter.
right.
Yeah.
I suppose I need to also roll for him. And a general. They're actually ahead of. All right. People. Okay. So, top of the round with a nat 20 for a 25. Grat. He is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He's just going to come running out in front a little bit. You'll see him spread his hands across his forearms and then reach out and do a not a flame strike.
I'm okay with the
Fire.
flame strike.
No, it's the fire fan. I don't know why my
Burning hands?
Burning hands.
Burning hands. You know,
Okay.
the thing with fiery hotness in his hands. Yeah, I don't know why that was so hard for my brain to wrap its head around. So they get a dexterity saving throw. So boopity and boopity, and they both take half damage because they both are a little bit too dexterous, being all spidery and stuff. So
How did the barbs end up in the back? It's not good planning on our part.
well, I mean, guarding your flank.
Our 2 meat shields.
Well, you technically you probably were in the front. Let's be honest, because you were guiding the original.
Well,
Charge.
it's possible that the meat
Yeah.
shields end up in the back. It's not beyond the pale.
But then you know what? You were all running, and you have shorter legs, so
See?
it all worked out. Okay, so they take damage, and as he holds out his hands and spreads that fire across this particular bad guy and this particular spidery bad guy, they kind of jump back a little bit, only taking a little bit of the fire, and that is his turn. Now general panic ensues as the peoples kind of try to meld into the stone, but they don't have that spell. Just generally trying to be more unseen, so they roll a stealth check and fail because they're in an alley with all kinds of things that don't depend solely on sight. Callan, you are up.
No. Yeah, all right. So finally, I'm all confused because I just came back from this crazy evil dimension and trying to catch my bearings. But hey, terrestrial combat, I know how to do that. Fun. Just jump in. So I'm going to head right towards the closest creature that is between us and the innocents or whoever.
So
it would be the one on
one?
the left, I think. Is he out, invisible?
They're all out. Some of them, like that's on top of a building, that's on the street.
Okay,
So
top of the building. So what does that mean? He's way up there? Or?
Yeah, he's like 30 feet up.
Oh, I can get 30 feet up. Yeah, I'm gonna Misty Step up and just start playing with that guy.
And I'll send. So Kellen just pulls out his sword and immediately he's like, and just kind of a roar of jubilant battle of something he can wrap his head around, just poof, and then appears on top of the roof, charging forward towards the spider creature.
Yes. You shall feel the wrath of my gay blade. Okay.
Thank you for always being so happy.
All right. So, first attack, rapier, booming blade with defensive flourish. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is.
Zash is up next, and then it is Viet.
Okay. So 16, does that hit?
That does not. So as you come in for that first strike, one of the appendage's legs just kind of whips up and slashes your blade to the side.
Okay.
As it fully turns now towards you.
Cool. I get 2 attacks, so I'll try that again.
Absolutely.
Okay. This one, 28. Does that hit?
That one does, just.
All right. So here we go. Blade damage, 13. Whoa. Defensive flourish damage. Another 2, making 15. And that's it for now. No. Putting the booming blade on gives additional damage at this level. Okay.
Woo, woo, woo.
That is a 3 for a total of 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So after that first slash, after it bashes your sword away, you can see even on the carapace, that waxy white carapace, you can see just blocking you seem to have done damage to it. And then as you strike and put in your blade, you see the booming blade magic kind of reverberate into it. But besides that, it seems like your sword is just cutting deeper and almost melting that carapace that looks like wax, melting it like wax. And immediately it is screaming in pain.
Wonder if there's a prize inside.
More spiders. As they crawl up the blade.
That's my least favorite surprise.
Well, the reward for good work is more work.
It's more spiders, apparently.
All right. Zash's turn. He will use his bonus action to rage. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is going to attack recklessly because the last time he had a chance to do things, he feels like he has to make up for it. So the first one is above a 20. Second one is even higher. And now third one. Oh, no, he doesn't get 3 yet. My bad. Nope. He's not that level. So damage. So as his glaive, he just comes charging in, first slash, actually chopping into one of the legs, cutting deep, flipping it around, and then stabbing straight into it. It screams, it yells, but he does do damage. And he roars with joyous combat. Zash, or Viet, you are up.
Viet's also going to charge forward and then basically heading straight south. 10, 15, 25.
20. You can get 25 here.
Going left, or to my right. Viet's right. Yep.
Okay.
He's going to throw the light hammer he's got in his hand at the
Okay.
creature straight ahead. At that alley
So
mouth.
this one?
Yep. First, he's going to use Odedak Viotru, Breath of the Wind. He's casting Zephyr Strike on himself. So I can move like the wind, and I'm going to Make an attack. I'm giving myself, once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit.
Boop, boop.
So this would be a 29 to hit.
Yes, that still hits.
That would be 10 plus 5 damage. And with that, then whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn. So I'm going to keep moving up to that creature.
Out here?
Yep. I'm going to draw my... If I can grab the hammer, I'll grab that. If not, I will draw my warhammer for my second attack.
Yeah, it should be right there either way. So yeah, that shouldn't be an issue.
Yep.
So you kind of come sliding and picking it back up and come to your feet.
Slam it with another attack.
There you go.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Dirty 20 does hit.
And I'm assuming it's now underneath its hit point maximum because I just hit it. So 13 more points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, as you hit it, you actually see some of that wax on its shoulder crack a little bit, and you see white ooze start to come out. And now it is Sir Palmhead and
What? It's Sir Palm.
Juniper. Oh my gosh. Juniper, you are up next. He is going to just kind of maintain his position there, swinging his blade, and he's going to point Ariana Grande towards the one you just struck as well, and he's going to do a guiding bolt towards it. So roll, and let's see his bonus. Yes, that will just hit. And that'll do 4d6. Okay. So as it's facing you, Viet, and you just crack the carapace on its shoulder as it turned around to face you from that first hit, all of a sudden from behind, this blast is going to hit, and you can see it actually spills some of its torso onto the ground, and it is now leaking this white fluid all over the ground, and it is still up, but it definitely looks a little panicked. And he's just gonna hold his position there, and that is all he can do right now, seeing as he's limited by he's protecting people. And now it is Juniper's turn.
Yeah. I'm going to run 30 feet to the northeast of Viet.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Are you thinking like here?
I was thinking right next to Viet.
Okay.
But I'm going to fling, because I said it, a sacred flame at that one that you had me right next to.
Okay.
It's a dexterity saving throw. They have to beat a 16.
Okay.
Probably gonna beat it.
Oh, that's a natural 18. So yeah, it's spry.
It's fine. Bonus action. I'm gonna throw just a second level. Where is it? Spiritual weapon. Right next to the one directly in front of me, right by the stairs.
Okay. Hold that.
And I'm gonna try to hit it. Which is 17 plus 8, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 25 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
And that is just 1d8 plus 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, hold on.
And that is force damage. If I don't know if it matters at all. Probably not.
Is that where you wanted it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And how much was it for damage?
9 force damage.
9 force. So, yep, it slashes out basically an image of your sword in that golden sunlight, slashes across it, and it definitely gets kind of knocked off balance for a moment, but it does not seem to be overly bothered by the type of damage or anything.
It will be.
It will be. Indeed. Maven, you are up.
Cool. All right. Oh boy. All right. I'm ready. Okay. So. All right. What I'm gonna do first as a bonus action, I'm gonna get my Halo of Spores ready so that if any of these mother truckers gets near me, they're going to take at least a little bit of necrotic damage.
Fair.
I'm going to do that. And then I am going to cast a spell, as I want to do. And this is a new one that I got, and I'm really excited to use it. So let me just take a look at which guy I want to do.
I got your spores up.
How's the one looking by Kellen?
That one looks very, very, very hurt.
Cool. So, I'm gonna cast a witch bolt at him then, and that was a.
Hold on.
Okay,
What is the range again on Rich Bolt? Just to make sure.
Witch bolt range
30 feet.
is 30 feet.
You'd have to move up.
That's
Because
fine.
he's 30 feet up, so you'd have to be kind of like right around here just to be able to cha up.
That's fine.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a witch bolt at him, and that is a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
Hey, fantastic. And then that is going to be 13 damage plus my D8 of elemental, and that is going to be necrotic.
Nice.
Which is 5, so it's 18 total.
All right. So as you lash out, what does it look like when you cast your witch bolt?
It looks very similar to my Halo of Spores, actually. So it's just kind of these like phosphorescent green and black spores that come out in this kind of cloud ball, I guess. And the black would be the necrotic energy that's kind of going through it. And it's
like
just
a
kind
blackish cloud with all the phosphorescent fireflies flowing through it. Cool.
I like it.
So yeah, it wraps around, and you can see as you do, and you send that first charge of energy, and it pulses around it. You can see as it grabs around, and that just pulse hits the smoke that wraps around it almost for a second, almost blows away as it reconnects, where it seems like maybe it might be not feeling the full effects of what you just did.
Okay. Good to know. Like for the whole thing or just the necrotic?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. That was a 15.
Not sure. It happened so fast.
Okay. Good to know. From what I remember, I think it would have to be necrotic because when I fought them before, I was able to hit them with spells. So I think it's probably the necrotic from what I remember, but I'll keep that in mind moving forward. But he's still up and he's still alive.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely hurting.
Sure.
All right. top of the round. Gret. So yeah, he's just gonna what?
What was that?
Oh, hello.
Are we practicing for band?
All right, so I unmuted myself from the stream, so nobody had to hear me blowing my nose. I didn't remember that I was also going to audio. I flew right into the microphone. I apologize. I'm sorry.
That was amazing. You're a bard now.
Oh, that was amazing.
Let's have a percussion session follow you around and
I'm sorry, I'm thrown off now.
It's my fault. Sorry.
No, it's amazing. I love
it.
it.
Like me yelling
Okay.
at my dog and
So-
forgetting to turn my microphone off.
Gret is going to charge forward. As he does, he's going to reach out his hand, and it seems like the shadows on the street start to coalesce around his hand and then turn into a blade of darkness, inky, dripping the shadows from it. And he spins, and he's going to try to attack this horrible creature and whiff the first swing and whiff the second.
Oof.
So he's going for intimidation as he just doing all kinds of maneuvers, the Obi Annie and a backflip, and the creature just casually just steps back once or twice, you know. And he kind of blew his load on that. Looking very frustrated.
Oh, he did now, did he?
Yeah, impudently. Next up is Peoples. I'm just going to roll as you guys are all doing things. Maybe that'll instill some bravery in them or, oh no, not one. So who's going to be my lucky person? Let's go with, you know what? It's got to be one of the young ones. So 5, 10, 15.
You roll a d4, sir.
Okay. Roll a d4. So number 1 is a young one. Number 2 is the adult male. Number 3 is the other young one, the little girl. And number 4 is the mother. Oh, I picked the wrong young one. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, trying to run away, finding a break in the crowd. And oopsie, normally I don't retcon and I just deal with my mistakes, but this one's a glaring one. So I never gave the spider hunters their turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
This
I wondered
is where
about that, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I will punish you for that. All right. So creatures are going. First one is swinging at Callan. First stab with one of its legs. That is a 25 to hit.
Oof.
That does not hit. Defensive flourish.
Oh, you're Oh, boo. Boo. So getting just seeing you just strike it away, and you can see the same kind of reaction from its claw or its leg, that as you bash it away, it seems like it hurt it as it did. It goes for one more lunging strike as the 4 mandibles of its mouth open up just to bite into you. And that'll be 21. So that's another miss. And all it gets is roof tile.
Tile.
Yummy.
Next one goes to attack Zash. And it gets advantage because he did reckless. Oh, that is a nat 20
No.
on its first attack.
oh,
No. God.
No.
Ooh, so double on that. And he has to
No.
make a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Juniper's trying to counter something.
No.
What do you have anything to counter this or
Am I within 30 feet? 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm within. Yes. I am. You don't know.
you're reducing my crit
Yes.
to just a 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
To just a regular attack.
Fine.
I'm sorry. It's a thing I can do, and I haven't been able to do it in a while.
Wow. That's probably good because I rolled really high on the damage and it would have been doubled, So, all right. But so he's going to take some damage and his Constitution saving throw succeeded. So he doesn't
He's
have that
raging
effect.
too, so he
And then,
should-
and then second bite. What's the bonus? That's another hit. Just a regular. No one freak out.
Well, like it's on my reaction. I can only do it once a turn.
Okay, and damage. As you see, so as it looks like for a moment, it's about to like strike right into his chest. You do scream out, and a little bit of light bounces off of your blade, kind of blinding it for just a moment, even though they don't have eyes really. But that's a thing that can happen, and it doesn't be a critical hit, and slashes him once, and then bites into his leg for the second hit. And then immediately kind of lunges back in a protective manner. Next up, the one in front of Gret. I just need to start rolling in mass here. Okay, both hits. A hit and a hit because he doesn't have a ton of armor.
Oh no!
Well, I mean, he's not normally the straight up standy in front of you type of fighter.
No.
Good damage. And Constitution saving throw. He succeeds. He's doing something well. And second damage. So Gret's going to take some owies. But he's going to use his reaction and do the what's it called? Hellish rebuke. I was like infernal rebuttal.
Infernal
Same
rebuttal
difference. I like it. Infernal rebuttal.
on the next episode of Infernal Rebuttal.
I
Roll
object.
damage. Ooh, that's good fire damage. And that one's taking a little, so that'll that. And so yeah, that one as it bites into his leg, and as the blood kind of, you can see it go around its mouth as it bites in, his blood actually ignites and it rears back as it's burning. Still alive. Next one jumps down and jumps down and jumps down. Okay. Just doing some quick rolls. 2 strikes on. That's a miss. And Juniper, does a 16 hit you?
No.
Didn't think so. Next 2 strikes does both of them are equal. 24 hit you.
Yes.
Okay, both of them. Constitution saving throw on the first strike.
20, dirty 20.
Yep, you're good, so you won't take the extra effect, but you shall take 8 piercing on the first, 7 piercing on the second, and then there is an additional 8 poison or acid damage as it bit into you. Yep. And then that one technically can't strike that one yet, but it's being defensive, and so I won't attack. That one will just say it took the dodge action. And then that one's in its kind of, let me roll to see if it has any kind of protection. No, it does not. So it is just going to lunge at you, Viet, because you're small and you've done a lot of damage to it, and its guts are spilling out all across the ground. First one is a blatant miss because it's missing half its torso, and as it tries to bite, it actually slips on its own blood and slumps to the ground for a second as it puts itself back up. And now we're past the people. They charge out, and Callan's turn.
All right. Okay, bugs. Time to end this junk.
Junk.
Whoosh 'em.
Let's squish some bugs. All right. I am going to bonus action Hexblade Curse on the bug right in front of me.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's applied, and then I will do just stick with rapier attacks. All right. So I think I'll do defensive flourish again.
Fair enough.
Okay, so the first one's a 20, dirty 20.
That will hit.
Okay. All right. Oops. Wrong dice. Okay. Base damage is 10. Flourish damage 5, total 15. Add 4 for Hexblade Curse. That's 19. And then that's it for now. Yes.
Okay. So as you like,
Oh,
from
I
that
get a
last
second. I get 2. Sorry. 2 rapier attacks.
I mean, do you want to do that now, or do you want me to describe that moment?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Okay. So as it lunges forward from that last attack and you battered the claw, it's one leg away, you actually sever the one leg, and as you come forward, you sever another one, stab into it, sinking like almost like hot steel into butter, where it just feels like there's no resistance as you come through, rip it straight up, and it drops ripped in half.
Blah. Gross. All right, next bug. All right, I'm gonna can I hop down on the next bug next to Viet?
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna have to make me an acrobatics check just for the
Right
fact that it's
on.
30 feet down.
Callan will do that. That's a 19.
Arrow Flynn to the ground. What does this attack look like as you're coming down?
Okay, so second rapier attack. I am doing Olympic dive right onto this bug.
I'll give you advantage. It doesn't see you coming. It'd be probably advantage in some way. Plus, you rolled a good acrobatics.
Okay. So rapier attack with advantage. Okay, a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Base damage is 9. And then we add a Hexblade's Curse for 13. That's it. Do I get any squish damage for hopping on his head?
So as you come leaping off, you do a little flip in the air, coming straight down, driving your rapier straight into it, and sinks in just as easy as the last one, and just straight into it, and it drops to the ground as you pin it to the ground, and you pull your blade out, give it a little whip, getting some of that fluid off the blade, and that one is dead too.
All right. Okay, that's it for now.
All right. Zash's turn. He's going to take 2 reckless strikes because, like I said, he's still got things to make up for.
Everybody's got their own kind of trauma.
Truly.
Ew.
Feels good to squish bugs.
Both of those strikes will hit. Let me get the things out. I can't roll a d20 for damage. That one. His glaive will come down, stab right into it. He'll do a flourish and come back and slice in, cutting off one of its legs. It is looking very hurt, still up, but it is definitely had better days. Viet, you're up.
Viet will kind of elbow, shake hands with Callan, or give him a friendly nudge. It's good you're back. And he's going to run towards the spider that's by the wall and the child, and attempting to make a rush, like a charging shove as an attack, as one of my attacks.
Roll me an athletics check, and I'll oppose it with the same, seeing as you're doing a shove.
Would be a... Get out of the
It's
way.
an 18 on the spider hunter.
Get out of the way. Skills. Okay. Duh. 16.
So yeah, as you come running up, you ram into it, and it just like digs its front claws into the ground, it seems like, and just you hit a wall, it feels like.
All right. And second attack, just gonna smash with a hammer then.
That works.
Does an 18 hit?
Just.
And that would be 12 points of damage. Has this one been taken down below its maximum hit points?
This is the first hit on this one.
Okay, then that's it then.
So 12. So yeah, you smash into it, and doesn't even crack the carapace on this one.
And then he's going to go into a rage as a bonus action. I should have done that first. Next time. Next time.
Yeah, you have had. Nope, you wouldn't have. Never mind.
I would have had advantage on the. Yeah, no, that's because it's an attack. So never mind.
Yep. Higher levels, you get advantage on the athletics checks or strength-based checks. All right. Next we have up is Sir Palmhead. So seeing the child kind of run past, he is going to run forward, and he is going to do 2 attacks with area. Why can't I not just say that quickly?
Ariana Grande?
Yeah, Ariana Grande. That.
For those who have
name
not
it.
seen that episode,
You can explain
Ariana
that as I
Grande.
roll.
Mick, do you want to explain Ariana Grande?
Well, Ariana Grande is the sword that Sir Palmhead Maplecourt carries, and the reason it's called that is because in the mythology where he grew up, there's 3 sisters of the law, and one of them, the one concerned with justice, is named Ari, and then Anna is like something modifier that means the goddess sisters. And then the Grande part is because it's a big ass sword. Ariana Grande.
I love that lore. All right, both of his attacks hit, and just because there is a child in need, with a bonus action, we're going to pop off one of his smites, and as he slashes in on the first one, he's going to then like his blade is going to just erupt into like an internal heat coming off of it and sear in a searing smite into that creature, and then whip around and do another flourish, cutting off one of its legs, immediately cauterizing the wound. And it is still up, but it has definitely taken some damage. And the child looks, still scared. Juniper, you are up.
Cool. I am going to pull out my sword. I'm gonna pull out the swift blade, whispering gently to it, "Scalpere," which means slice in Celestial, and I'm gonna slice at the one closer to Gret. That's closer to me.
Okay.
Scalpere. I didn't even look at my. This one. 22 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is two-handed, so it's 1d10. Do.
Everything's musical.
6. So that is
You're the bard.
10 damage. 10 damage.
Damage it takes.
Bonus action, I'm going to move that spiritual weapon closer to the second one. The one on the bottom. Close to me, yeah. And I'm going to swang at that one.
Okay. Swang away.
Swang, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's, oh, shoot, where is it? I rolled a 15, and it's plus something to hit. Hang on, I'm sorry. It's on different pages.
Hang on.
Oh, it's plus 8. It's 15 plus 8 to hit. That hits. And that is 1d8.
It does.
3, so 7, and that was just 7 damage.
Ow.
Owie.
Not cool, guys. So you slice into it with your sword, and then mimicking the same movement, the glowing blade comes down, slicing at it, and both attacks hit, and it does not seem to be pleased by getting hit in multiple directions.
Weird.
And it's just rude. I don't like it. All right, Maven, you are up.
Cool. All right. First thing I'm gonna do. You see that dead body in front of me?
Which one in front of you?
Well, are there more than one in front of me? The dead one.
Well, I mean, there's one on the roof above you.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
And then, okay.
Yeah, that one. Wait. So is there one within 10 feet of me?
No.
Can I get within 10 feet of one?
Yeah, you could
okay.
Move to there. You're within 10 feet.
Yeah, I would like to get within 10 feet of a dead body, please.
There is a dead body within 10 feet of you.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Great. I'm going to use this thing that I've always wanted to use. Fungal infestation.
Ooh.
So if a beast or a humanoid that is small or medium dies within 10 feet of me, I'm going to use my reaction to animate it as a zombie under my control. It has 1 hit point. In combat, the zombie's turn comes after mine, and it obeys my mental commands. All it can do is attack melee attacks. 1 melee attack.
I like it.
So I'm going to do that. I can only do 2 per long rest because this would be super OP if I could do more. But I would like to reanimate that as my reaction. I wanted to do it earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
I just squished that bug. What are you doing?
We're gonna use it for our.
So in this moment, Mick, you did that flourish. The battle ensues around you. All of a sudden, you see some of those spores that were in that whip that was coming from Maven, surrounding the one on the roof. All of a sudden, coalesce and fly down into the wound you made, and just pour into it. And all of a sudden, you see like these firefly kind of lights, this mass of different lights just moving around inside of it, making that waxy white carapace move around internally with moving firefly light as it starts to just disjointedly stand up, and it even starts to like try to seal off that open wound in its torso with just all this like blackish smoke and firefly light.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome. So good. So good. Okay. So after doing that, I am taking a look at my map quick to see where I am. And I am okay. Awesome. I'm gonna cast a fan favorite, aka I'm the fan. It's my favorite.
Fair.
Chromatic orb. Yeah, we're gonna do her at 4th level. And I want to try to hit. I want to get right, if I can, right behind and in between the 3 that are in front of June. And I think that's Palmhead. It's like right behind those 3.
Like here?
I want to move my orb there.
Oh, your orb there. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I wasn't super clear.
Don't yell at me.
So we're going to do that. We're going to roll. So that is a 19 to hit. Do you want me to roll for each creature?
No, you just do your damage. 19 will hit.
Yep.
And
awesome. So that is
just roll damage once.
Plus 7. So that is 35 damage to each of them, I think.
What kind of damage?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. It's fire damage.
Okie dokie.
Well, necrotic didn't seem to work, so we're going to try fire damage.
Yeah. So that one has had a bad day too. That one's still up. That one's had a little bit worse of a day. And that one's down.
Ooh, 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 ooh. And then for my next turn, I'm gonna reanimate another one. So that's all I'm doing now. Now, last thing I'm gonna do is my mental command for my zombie. And I want him to melee attack the one that's left in the middle.
Okay. It's going to just leap and kind of pounce right behind him. And I will roll that attack.
Thank you.
And that will hit. And it's immune to its own stuff, so that I'm not going to make it roll Constitution on that. Second attack. It's even higher. So now I roll damage. So we'll just go with the first description, just from the damage Dirty had taken, and then this, as it lands on top, just both, like some of its legs just all pierce into its torso and just start to rip and rend and kind of just, consume its once ally.
Awesome. And he'll go right after me until somebody hits him and he dies. So.
All right. Well done. Spider by Zash is going to attack twice with advantage. That's a hit. And that's a crit.
Mm.
Okay, it's a crit. So first one's damage.
Were you waiting for Catherine to nope that one? Or?
Yep, she did. So opportunity was there.
Why would I nope the attack?
The
from
critical
my ally?
on your ally. These
Oh.
are the spiders.
Oh.
Oh. I thought
I thought it was Zash attacking.
Yeah, I thought
No,
it
it
was
is
too.
the spider next to
Spider's attacking
Zash.
Zash.
Oh.
Okay.
No,
Alright.
I paused. That is not my fault. That is yours.
No, it's fine.
No, I will have the critical hit because unless you don't want to nope it. Do you want to nope it?
No,
Then I'll continue.
that sounds
to keep
terrible.
That
Yeah, I
dice.
do.
Oh my God, which one?
Yes, I'm noping it.
Okay.
Yes, no, yes.
Yes,
No,
I know.
yes.
No,
Yes,
no, no,
no,
yep,
yes.
no, yes,
No. Yes.
yes to the no or no to the yes.
Yes. Nope.
No, yeah.
Nope to the nope.
Nope. Yes.
Nope to the nope. And ooh, he fails his con save though. That was a super high save bonus and a really bad low.
Cannot help him there.
Come on,
You
Zash.
cannot. All right. He has taken some damage as it slices into him again. He kind of half blocks it with his glaive, and then the mandibles bite down into his other leg.
Oof.
And you can see in that moment as he pushes it away, you can see him kind of stumble as it seems like that leg almost got like a dead leg kind of thing, and it's just not supporting his weight.
Mm.
Oh, no.
No. Okay. Next Spidor. It is being attacked. So it doesn't love this. And so it is going to make a grapple on its first. Successfully. And Sir Palmhead and Viet, you can all make opportunity attacks if you'd like, as this spidery creature lightning fast grabs that small child and brings it in close and then starts to back up the wall.
Yes, we would like to try to make an opportunity attack.
Sir Palmhead rolled a 4, so he misses as he, no! And then swings.
I'm going to burn an inspiration point. That's how bad it was.
Ooh, good.
Does a 16 hit.
16 is a miss. So you both swing trying to desperately hit this creature before it can back out of range, but both, like, one hits the wall, one hits trying to avoid the child that's in its grasp, and it kind of moves and shifts and it backs up onto the back of the wall and just starts to go on top of the roof. And that one's dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. That one's not mine. Top of the round, Gret. I'm gonna make because he's new to this group. Isn't just an intelligence check? Nope, that's a 7. So he's going to use that shadow blade and attack your zombie. And that's a 18.
Probably hits, right?
It does, because that's its AC.
Cool. Awesome.
And so he'll do another flourish and come down and split it back open, and all of a sudden all that smoke and firelight goes out of it. And he's just like, I got that one. That one's dead. I got it.
That's okay. As a reaction to that, I am going to animate the one right next to it.
Perfect.
And I'm going to yell, like, don't touch it.
So yeah, as you do that, what? Oh my God! They don't stay dead.
No. I did that. Don't touch it. Please. It's mine. Don't touch it. He's on our side.
I'm gonna roll again for him because he's a little freaked out, and
That's okay.
that's a 2. He's gonna swing. I'm gonna give him disadvantage though because he's freaked out. This is his second swing, so holy shit, 15 and a 13. So that's a dirty 20. And so as the other one don't, he's like, no, what are you talking about? It's getting up, and stab. Be careful! The corpses keep getting up. Dismember them as much as you can.
Well, luckily for all of us, that was the last I could do it. So
If you need me, I can hit them with. It seems my shadow blade keeps them down.
yeah.
People. So gonna make a struggle. I'm gonna try to break free from being grappled. Natural 1. So I'm not even gonna roll because it's unnecessary. That one is, we're just gonna roll for panic or for dumb ideas. Is Dad a hero? Dad is not a hero. But they do bundle up together. He's protecting the littlest one as much as he can. Now it is Callan's turn.
Oh, okay. So I've got another Misty Step in my pocket. So I think I'm the best option for going over and getting that bug that climbed up with that little kid. So I'm going to just zip right over there.
So you come running up to the wall. Boom, boom. There you are.
Yeah.
It looks surprised if one could be surprised.
Okay.
With no
and
eyes.
As before I attack it, I call out to Viet, if I die, make sure this young one gets trained as a Jedi. Oh, it's just some fun we had in Helheim, you know.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Viet, if you look over at Gret, he's just gonna
All right. Going with Rapier Defensive Flourish again.
Okay. Are you trying not to hit the child that is in its clutches?
Yes, I am trying not to.
Okay. So disadvantage on the attacks.
Okay.
To be careful.
Oops. Disadvantage. Okay. I got a 25 and a 31, so 25
I saw that second
to
one.
hit.
Perfect. So yeah, strike true.
Okay. All right. Damage on that strike. Here we go. 14. Loss.
It's still up if you're gonna
Plus 4 from Hexblade Curse.
Okay. Okay. What's that? How do you kill this thing?
All right. So it looks surprised. It thinks it's got the drop on me by holding this child in front of me, but no. I dance around, just flourish so quickly that I just pierce it around the child, like nonchalantly even, and then just watch it as it realizes it is perforated and leaking all of its minty goo.
Perfect. So yeah, and just as effortless as it was to puncture them before.
Yeah, and once it releases its grasp of the child, I'll grab the child so the child doesn't fall.
Perfect. So you slice into it, stabbing, and it falls, goo just whoosh out and all over this roof. And the child lands wet and limp and starts to slide down the roof as you scoop the child up, limp in your arms.
All right.
That'll take us out of or no, we got one more.
Sash this.
Callan, anything else?
Sash
is a ways away, but
yeah. So I can't get within range to do.
Eldritch
Let me see.
Blast.
Maybe
you can't do it. Never mind.
I already did a rapier attack, so Eldritch Blast is off the table. Let me
Throw
see
the
here.
rapier.
Hold on.
Inigo Montoya.
he's up next. I mean,
How far away is the creature next to Zash?
30, 35, 40, 50. About 55 feet with the angle.
Make it.
55, 60, right in there.
A weapon thrown that's not supposed to be thrown is a 20 and 60 feet be at disadvantage.
Okay, nah, I can try throwing a dagger. That's throw a dagger.
Okay.
Is that disadvantage? No, that's within.
No,
range.
if you threw the rapier, it'd be at disadvantage.
It's still disadvantage with a dagger.
He said 55 feet. Or-
Yeah, but the minimum distance on a dagger is 20 or is it-
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Throw the rapier.
20. Throw the rapier. Yeah,
You're still disadvantaged no matter what you do. You might
whatever,
yeah.
I'm throwing the rapier. Here we go.
Ugh.
Disadvantage and roll. That's not disadvantage. Roll. Okay, 17.
Oh,
So and it just right next to the creature.
Ah. Okay. That's my whole. That's I'm spent.
Can I give him one of my inspirations to roll it flat?
He can re-roll flat one more time. Like he's basically adding one more dice onto it.
Yep. Make
All
I'm
right.
giving you one of my inspirations for this. I like it.
Okay. Visualize the threads of fate. This will work. 22.
And it sinks straight into its side, pinning it to the ground. And it just cuts straight into it, actually cleaving up of it as it kind of does that recoil as it hits the stone with no resistance. You hear the stone more than the carapace. And you see Zash kind of using his glaive to right himself, about to re-engage, and he slumps kind of to the ground and just looks both thankful and kind of frustrated at the exact same time. That'll take us out of combat.
Okay.
Now Kellen has to arrow Flynn off the roof with the child in his hand,
With the child. Yep.
just to show us how it's done. And then maybe
Okay.
he'd be mad at him too.
Are
It's a
there
higher
any-
DC with a child.
Are there any like banners hanging to use as a rope or like electrical wires or something? I don't know.
I'm gonna say there's at least some kind of banner hanging down off the roof somewhere. Just
Oh,
for the
there we
fact
go.
of
That's it.
everything we've just done.
All right. Let's get that horn section going again for the little musical accompaniment to this. Okay, and yeah, I'm going to rappel down on this thing with my saved child.
All right, you come down onto the ground.
Mhm.
Child in your arms.
Wait, what?
I
Child.
said limp child in your arms.
Oh, come on. Was this an Amazing Spider-Man thing? What are you talking about?
the child had passed out before you
Oh.
dropped down.
Oh, yeah.
And was 100% covered in all kinds of its
Yeah.
goo, which is a paralytic.
Yeah.
Like, it won't take long for the group to be like, oh my God, is the kid all right? It's like, kid was fine just a second ago. And then it's like, oh no, she's breathing. She's just super out. And you can see in her eyes, if you open them, of like, oh, look, panic, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. It was, and then I realized, and like, you didn't even see that? You didn't see what I just did? Oh, okay.
We saw it, Calvin. I'm
Whose
gonna.
kid
No
is
one saw
this?
it. No one saw it. No one saw what happened.
I just amazing little, I rappel down. I saved this child. Somebody remember this so they can tell the kid about it.
We saw it. The kid will probably remember it. I think they're here. They're just. Can I cast lesser restoration on this child?
Yeah, you have the components.
Oh, actually, that's a good question.
Oh, willy-nilly spell
No,
casting.
it's verbal and somatic. Yeah, I do have the components. There's no material
just make-
components.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
No, thank you, because I do not look.
I know, which is why every now and then I'm like, I want to cast a big spell that requires all kinds of things and just do it. That's how magic works, right?
How magic works.
Sometimes.
So yeah, after a few moments, you see kind of the kind of more gaunt look to their expression, and their palette kind of has some more color to it as well. They kind of like all of a sudden look around and, huh, you were amazing. Thank you so, and just clings to Callan.
I was amazing. Yes.
So humble too.
So humble. The
It's good to
humblest.
be back. Everyone recognizes I'm amazing.
And is
So-
Zash okay?
Zash is using his glaive as a walking stick right now. Doesn't seem like there are still bite marks in his legs that aren't really bleeding too much,
Okay.
but you can see he's kind of like stomping a leg that's asleep and
Okay.
trying to get it moving. But he's also carrying a rapier in one hand as well.
Viet is going to clap Zash on the shoulder. Good work, brother.
Unfortunately, I'm still, I guess, shaking the dust off of myself.
Viet will
I used to be
pat
far
him,
more
we'll pat
effective.
him, try to knock some dust off of him and try to help brush him down.
Thank you, brother. He kind of gestures to Callan and kind of just does an underhanded toss with the rapier, and the Sir Palmhead will kind of come up with the rest of the peoples, and well, I'll be. It's good timing you all showed up here when you did. Me and Ariana Grande could have taken care of this, but some help was mighty appreciated, especially when you got to look after some innocent townsfolk and get them to safety.
Yeah.
We are glad we could be being helping. We were looking for Maven's daughter.
Where's Ellison?
And he'll kind of, my goodness, the mother, Maven,
Where is Ellison?
she last time I saw her, she was back at one of the headquarters or safety. We have multiple places that we've been kind of setting up. We've been fighting back and saving people,
Oh my God,
bringing them
where
into
is she? Where is she? Point. Tell me the direction. I'm so happy to see you. You're wonderful. Great to see you. Just where is she?
I do remember you.
Why don't we just take everybody there where you last saw
Yeah,
her?
let's go there right now.
Yeah, right. That's where I wanted to take these people until I got waylaid by these multi-legged creatures.
Cool. Then we have helped with that. How about you lead the way? We
Yep.
will help with
We'll
that.
take them there now.
Yeah.
A little rude, but I'm more than obliged to lead the way.
How was that rude?
I mean, I was trying to explain things and you just cut me off, but that's fine. Not everybody has the hospitality of us in Sandcrest. That's fine.
That's true.
Let's get moving. Come on, this way.
You're a god among men, Palmhead. Let's go.
Hear something under his breath.
Yeah, all these bugs are squished. It's time to move on.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I have to stroke your ego about it. Like,
oh, she said that.
Yeah, I remember deputy. I would slap down for things like that, but what's the big deal?
yeah, well, that's not me. So lead the way, like I said. Yeah.
You, yeah. That's
You are
Yeah, I can
doing-
still hear you.
You are doing
I'm
good
not-
work
Girl.
holding them off until we got here.
That's right, I did. Now let's get going and keep your voices down. You're shouting a little bit too much. So you'll all start to make your way. As everyone is moving down the streets, Callan, as you're kind of just giving one last look over your well done battle, carving these insects up. you see a little bit of movement just in near one of the doorways, and you kind of stop and just kind of look of like, was there another person maybe that was in danger, and you see a glint of like metallic sheen.
So I guess I'd react and call out. Hey, are you okay? Who is that?
None of you hear this. And the figure steps out, and you remember the look of your patron. Hello, my knight.
Ew.
So nice to see you back.
Uh-huh. Now it's nice to see me.
Took you far longer than I was hoping, but you do like to dilly-dally, don't you?
Can I kill her?
Can't remember.
That's fair. You did well striking down my sibling.
Yeah. After all that time, it seemed way easier than I thought it would be.
You had a noble purpose on your side, and all of the reasons to make it back. Have you noticed that it was quite easy to deal with your lessers?
What, this? You mean this?
And she looks around. Oh, they are my children, and you are my knight.
I'm sorry. Are you trying to take credit for all I just did?
Of course not, my knight. I just want you to be aware that you have minion over all of the vassals of mine. No,
So-
you can't just command them, but you can discipline them when needed.
Okay. Does that include you?
Don't be
'Cause-
coy with me unless you have time.
And the
Listen.
bed appears.
Yeah, we could go into discussing boundaries and role playing and all that.
I know you're
But
quite
this is-
displeased with me, I heard.
Yeah, you're toxic as hell, baby.
And you like a little pain. But I see you are pointed towards another one of my siblings. Salita Nansanan is not far. Will you slay her for me as well?
I'll be thinking of you the whole time.
Most excellent. Then I will lend you aid when I can. I will give you the opportunity to not be hindered by some of the vassals of mine.
That's the least you can do.
Indeed.
No cards, no calls, no letters for however long that was.
A brief moment for someone like me.
How convenient.
I watched over you the whole time. Do not fret. How did so many of your allies find you?
He hatched out of a dragon egg.
Okay, so I guess I should say thank you that you've got me puppeteered
No.
all around the multiverse while you've got a backup me sitting wherever.
Oh.
Sure. Love it. Good job. Thank you. I've got 400 years at least of resentment to unleash. So anytime you want to talk.
We'll schedule the time. Right now you have pressing matters to deal with, and time isn't as you've been accustomed to as of late. Strike true, my knight. And you'll see her back up into that doorway. And seeing as I think Juniper was the first one who was originally going to act, is just kind of going to turn around and just be like, you coming?
Yeah, just making sure it's all clear.
I mean, yeah, okay.
All right. You'll all make your way and through a few side streets and through some abandoned buildings, and eventually find your way into a opening in an alley to a sub-basement of an establishment. And as we enter there's in the first section, it's all dark and looks very unused. And then a false kind of cabinet is moved to the side, revealing a torch-lit room. And we're going to take a small break there because we got still a little bit more to do, but anybody who needs to use the restrooms or whatever, we'll be back in a moment.
BRB.
Welcome back. The lines were long, but we all fought our way through. Adventurers in the real life as well. Everyone's refilled their canteens and all right. So rejoining the adventure. We've just made our way into one of the safe houses here in the city of Sunderkeep. Warm. Many people are huddled around the corners of the room as you kind of make your way through, being ushered by Sir Palmhead, leading the way. You do see as he is making his way, he does have a pack that he is opened up and looks like he's doling out some supplies along the way that he must have gathered while he was out. Many people look who were hungry, just getting some food, a canteen here or there, water skins, just really anything that was found, he's doling out and trying to give out in ration. He gestures on to all of you as kind of some of the people start to huddle around, just saying, just, oh, thank you, and he gestures for you all to continue into the next room. As you make your way, entering into the next room, you'll see there is a large table that has a map on it and little, like, just pieces of knickknacks, things like that are obviously being placements for different things. And near the center, northern center of the city, you can see there is kind of looks like a small sculpture of like an eagle that is placed on it. Very easy to kind of figure out probably what that signifies. And there you'll see talking to a few people in different armored gear, saying, like, you'll see Talcia. All right, you're going to need to go and reinforce that sector. There's not enough time to give you the supplies you need, but they are going to need help and they're going to need supplies. So you have to get there as quickly as you can. And as she kind of turns to grab the next kind of scout to give them orders, she sees all of you and about freaking time. I swear, the amount of destruction around this place, I will assume you would have been here for days already, but here we are. You finally showed up. Destruction in your wake, or preceding your wake, as it were.
We were trying to get fingers.
We killed.
They melted.
I am probably reacting by running up to Talcia and giving her a big hug.
Ooh. So yeah, it's not a returned hug, and it'll just be more of a shocked hug.
I'm just hanging on her like, oh, I'm so happy to see you.
I got to roll for this.
I've been gone a long time.
So she, as you're like just smothering her in "I missed you," you're gonna feel like the equivalent of a really bad shock of static electricity. And she's going to look past and be like, so Kellen's back, I see.
Oh, I can feel the love.
Talcia, Farina's Corvus is dead.
Excellent. That's a win. How about here? Seeing as this is where I came after a wayward child and got involved in guerrilla warfare.
We are ready. We have Dragon Killer here. Pat Zash on the shoulder.
For such a large man, he looks very much small at the moment. And he, yes, I will help any way I can. and she just wonderful. Any chance you brought or found anyone else? Did you bring Mister with you, or reinforcements, or
Mister wanted to stay behind.
Mister is dealing with green eyes.
by himself?
That was his choice.
He was hurt pretty bad.
Okay, that is one of the reinforcements I had called, which is probably why I haven't gotten a response yet. So less than amazing news.
We're good for
Were
that.
you being calling us?
Did you not get my message?
You actually
we-
said
He'll-
one, or
Viet will
are
look
you
at Juniper.
fucking with him? I mean, messing with him.
Viet will look at Juniper, since she seems to be in charge of messages lately.
Did you actually send one, or are you just messing with him?
Of course, I sent one.
That happened before,
Insight
right?
check.
Inside check.
12, 13, 14, 15, a dirty 20.
She might have, but you do know that sometimes when, like, if you're in battle and things like that, if you're concentrating on spells or whatever, like that can get lost in the mix if you are active. So-
I did not hear anything. No.
That is okay, being okay. We are here now.
I mean, better late than never, I suppose.
Blink said we are on time.
Blink said that Blink was on time.
Blink is usually on time. On their own time, anyway.
Just-
Dancing
we'll just-
lady said
yeah.
we were on time.
Oh, you brought Sealy?
No, Celia is dead.
Yeah, Seely's
Um,
dead.
Sealy, well,
I mean,
It's complicated.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, if Sealy needed to be here, I don't know which
She might be here yet.
timey-wimey.
Yes.
she's got her own way about her.
So
We are ready.
No,
Put this in.
I get that. No, I'd be happy to put you in in useful capacity. So
We want fingers.
I need to find my daughter.
right. Listen, yes, she is here. She actually has caused all of the trouble that I'm in because she
Good.
decided to be freedom fighter.
Good. That's my girl.
No, that's most excellent. Someone ill-equipped to deal with military matters, relying on someone else to bail her out. Feels like
that's
her.
my girl.
She's learned it
Mhm.
well. Anyway, she is. You see her kind of just shake something off, and she's done a good job. She's saved a lot of people.
You old softy. Where is she?
That's less than amazing news because unfortunately she took off with a few others to re-support one of the safe houses, and I was in the middle of recovering because I had to bail her out of the last little situation and kind of expended a lot of my energy. So
Okay,
while
which
I
safe
was
house?
recovering, she left.
Which safe house?
Oh, she points at the map at one that has a salt shaker that has been tipped over. She's like, that one, which last reports is no more.
Great. Awesome.
Gets busy picking up the salt and throwing it over his shoulder.
Oh, amazing.
I love it.
This girl's gonna be the death of me. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, we press on then.
Yep. We're gonna.
Do the people here need food?
Yeah.
Callan,
what-
can you
what
be
do
finding her?
Yes, of course. Give me some time. Yeah, I can do the Nima's tracker, right?
Yep, you just have to redo it, seeing as you were in battle and used your
Okay.
concentration and other things.
All right. So yeah, at any queue, I'll just pop right into that ritual and start looking.
Okay. It'll take a little bit. At that point, she will just kind of say to Juniper, who asked, like, if you have supplies, anything would be appreciated. We've kind of started to run out, and supporting a militia is less than easy when creatures literally consume anything they can.
Yeah. It's not going to be good food, but it'll fill them up. Do you have?
It's busy
container?
holding out crackers to stack into
Oh my God.
to Telsia.
I can make like a lot of food and water. But you need containers. Do you have containers?
We can get some. That won't
I guess
be a
I
problem.
could do it on the ground, but I don't think anybody would want to eat off the ground. So,
I really don't think anyone would care.
so I'll work on doing that.
Okay, so you're gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Viet, Maven, what are you two doing as those two are starting their own rituals?
I'm pacing, trying not to freak out. And as I'm pacing, I'm just gonna be taking stock of their camp and see if there's anything I can do while I'm here. What's the demographic? Do we have kids, adults, both? What do we need?
Yeah, there's a little of everything. There's also plenty of like common folk who have kind of patched together armor that are kind of participating because they're able-bodied as the militia. There are a few guardsmen here who are also helping with some keeping people calm as well. But
Okay.
it's a mix. It's
Okay.
refugees mixed with militia.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to where it looks like they have the most militia, and I'm just gonna go over some basic patrol formations, just try to give them some help. Kind of like I did back in Sandcrest of, I don't know how you want to do things, but here's what I know.
Okay.
So hopefully this helps.
Okay. Zash is gonna just kind of walk over and start looking over what few weapons they have and kind of take some of the ones that need a little servicing and try to like sharpen them himself, stuff like that. Viet, what are you doing?
Viet is stacking crackers and jerky on the map table.
So yeah, as you do that, Gret is going to like grab a piece of the jerky and he's going to be looking down at the map and he's going to ask Telsia just a few questions about like, all right, he's like, how long
Yeah,
ago
what does
was,
Telsia think about seeing Gret?
as he starts to talk and just kind of step forward, grabbing that piece of jerky and pointing and talking, she doesn't really register anything until he starts saying like, so how long ago was the last report of that safe house falling? And she's like, well, it was probably less than 3 hours ago. And you just see like kind of that dawning of who it is.
This is being Gret. He's friend of Callan's.
She looks at
he
him
came
with
out
a
of Dragon
questioning eye, and like, friends, and he's like, familiar ally.
Back
Lack of
together.
options. He's a dick. And she's like, it's good to see you. I'll be honest, at this moment, I'm just happy to see you, but
We were already checking their eyes. They're okay.
Thank you, Viet. She'll kind of go, just kind of shake all of that off. Just you can see that kind of mental compartmentalization, and then just start to update of how many hours ago that one fell. The last time they got reports from some of the other ones, what defenses they've noticed from if there's any organization to the spiders, which there seems to be. Also There's all of the actual dragon guards that are actually still defending the main keep and fighting off the spiders that are attacking. It's been mixed back and forth. Those are the equivalent of like the royal guards of the palace.
So the spiders are attacking the palace too?
Mm-hmm. And that would be the only place where it seems like it's organized.
That's really weird.
Gret's like kind of like, are you focusing on a spell or are we going to have a chat?
Who is he asking?
You, because you just started talking as you're like you're focusing on a ritual and then you're like, oh, that's really weird.
It's not a ritual spell. It's just a spell I cast.
Oh, I thought it was a ritual. Sorry.
No, it's not. It's unfortunately it's not a ritual spell.
Okay. How long does it take to cast? One action?
I think so. Let me just double check here. Yeah, it's just an action.
Okay, fine. So never mind. You did that, and there's now a full ground area full of food. Some of it had baskets, some of it didn't.
Well, there's water. Like it's like 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water. So
there all of the different like pitchers and all that with bowls filled with water, and then just a pile of fairly basic kind of, food.
It's type
not tofu. It's tofu. I mean, it's
yeah, that's weird.
Why?
I would have thought the spiders came from the keep. I don't know.
I'm catching up here, being dead for quite a while. Why would the spiders be coming from the keep?
Well, I don't know. It's just I don't know where the spiders coming from. They seem to be attacking the townspeople and the keep. It's weird. I don't know.
It is kind of weird.
Like, who do the spiders belong to then, if not the dragon?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure myself. All I know is and just kind of points towards the map and gestures towards Chelsea. Like, if this is just the outliers of these creatures and they're focused mainly towards the keep, we should count ourselves lucky that we're not in the main focus.
Pieta's going to hand Gret a piece of jerky on a cracker.
He will grab it and just kind of give you a little nod. Thanks, bud. Pop it in his mouth. And around this time, Callan, poof, spell goes off. How are you attaching at this time, seeing as you don't have a starry sky above or anything? Just a mental compass in your head, or? Well,
did you describe it last time as the starry sky kind of was something only I could see anyways?
Oh, it was an embellishment of the starry sky. Huh. So you can still keep it something of a...
Yeah, like to me, it looks like the ceiling turned into a planetarium. Or
there you go. Yeah, that works for me. Yep. So, yeah, and you kind of look up and you definitely get the feeling from the little star constellation in the direction of, like, once again, a falling star or shooting star, the direction to go. And it is, that way. And then trying to reference where you're at to the map and everything, it kind of gestures kind of towards closer to the keep area. And like, if you had to make a guess, it's like a block or two from where the main like walls of the keep are.
All right. I'm able to point that out on the map.
Yep.
Effectively. Okay. So that's what I do. This is where Illicin is. And then I also share, you were talking about these creatures. Some of them at least are Queen Sorva's minions. And I have some power over them. So maybe think about using me to deal with them.
I thought you were done with Sorva.
She's not done with me.
Okay.
Zash is gonna like throw a small piece of tofu at the back of Viet, and if he looks around, he's like, "Toxic."
She's
Put
not
some
done
eyes
with
on
me, and that link is still there. So as far as I know, I can still punish these creatures.
So, is she still helping you?
I wouldn't call anything she's doing help, but we're still on the same page as far as killing her siblings.
So she wants to kill her siblings too.
Yes.
Okay,
Great
we
family.
can use that. We can use that. I mean, Zazozan's not exactly happy with us right now, so
We can use that until we can't, till there's some tipping point where I'm no longer connected or whatever.
can you resist?
I was gonna go with useful, but you know,
I'm always useful. Come on. What are you even talking about?
Can you resist her, Kellen?
I hate her. Does that tell you anything?
Insight check.
roll an insight check.
I hate a lot of people, but
23.
What he says, he seems to genuinely feel. Am I correct, Callan?
Yeah.
But you do hear with a 23, there's this almost like Callan probably didn't even notice it, but this slight almost quiver or tension in his voice as he said the words.
Okay. Let's go get your daughter, even.
for the love of God, yes, let's go.
Before we, I guess, start off, is there anything that needs to be done, I guess, before we jaunt our way into the heart of the proverbial multi-legged storm? Because that direction is dangerously close to their main lines, and I just want to make sure if there's anything of use or aid or anything could be addressed or used, or because I'll be honest, I have been stretching myself personally out pretty thin, and there's a lot of people who still need protection.
Viet will hand her a vial of the enhanced spell rush.
Oh,
This may be me helping.
she'll kind of look at it with just a little twitch and just be like, I mean, yes, not something I enjoy imbibing, to be honest, but it does come in handy.
Elsie, do you know how to make potions? Like, can you recreate things?
Oh, yes, with time and resources, of course.
What about this one? And I'm gonna hand her that potion of true resurrection.
So she'll, I mean, especially if you explain that and kind of,
Yeah, I'll be like, we pulled this from Farina's Corvus's hoard. And this is what Mr. said that it was, and if that's true, I mean, I could sure use more than one.
I'm gonna make a roll for her. 19, good roll. So adding her Arcana on top of that should be like, do I think I could recreate this? My ego says, of course. The amount of time and research to create something that hasn't been seen in a millennia or more, I don't know how long it would take me to figure it out. I know I could. but I would have to dedicate a lot of time and resources to, and telling you this wouldn't be able to be used. I would have to use this and break it down so I could find out how to recreate it.
Right. How is it best served then? What I mean is, do we
truly
figure out
not the
how-
one to ask.
Let me hang on to it for a while then while we figure that out.
We are going very dangerous place, Juniper.
I know. I know.
Viet is digging out. He's got 2 waxing glowworms. He's going to hand one to Zash and tell Zash to put that in his ear. As Viet's putting the other one in his ear.
Okay. So he'll, but not that I don't trust you, but why?
This is something that
He'll start to
Leech
push
is
it in
giving
and
us.
Yep. Who is Leech? Is this a leech? And as he
No.
tries to grab it, as it he puts it in his ear.
So I don't know if it takes some time to activate, but Zash and I will have placing waxing glowworm in here as an action activates blind sight of up to 60 feet for 24 hours and gives the bearer advantage on perception, wisdom checks that rely on hearing. There was something about an egg pouch too, but I don't remember what it was, brother.
Yeah. As you're like halfway through that sentence, you feel like a just piercing pain on the inside of your ear, and then followed by the psychic equivalent of like a microphone doing that, you know. You're like, oh, and then oh yeah, like things are eerily
We got Daredevil
crisp.
sight.
Yeah, and like as people move, you almost can just see that peripheral vision behind you of like seeing the movement as someone's picking up bread and chewing on it, and you're like, oh, trippy, you know. Anything else? Anybody?
How far away is being this place, Calendon, hanged fool?
It is a block away from this building on the map here.
So it's probably 400 or 500 yards.
Okay, so not far at all.
No, the city is fairly tight packed, and where you were brought to, you're already on the inner area of the city.
Okay. Viet's going to scoop down. Are we being ready to go soon?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Captain Swift?
Yeah, no, I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Viet's going to scoop up some dirt and he's going to cast something as well. He's going to hold his hand out, or hand this to Zash as well. And he's casting Smoke Jimmy. Tasty Earth. He's casting Long Strider as a 2nd level spell to give both him and Zash an extra 10 feet of movement. And you know what? He's going to cast it again. He's going to hold to Callan and Juniper. A little bit of dust. Eat this.
Eat it?
Eat it.
Eat dust? What?
He's going to hold
Gret's like,
hold on
was
to
that
both of
dirt
their
off the floor?
both of the, yes.
Ugh.
It was.
That's not the worst thing
Hold
I've
on
ever
to their
tasted.
shoulders and mutter
Mm.
Shmok Zemi, and he's going to cast Longstrider and the 2 of them as well,
Okay.
which will last for an hour.
Chelsea, are you coming with us or are you staying here?
She looks a little distracted for a moment as you say that, and she's, yeah, Sir Palmhead can keep the safe house under guard, help the people. Yeah, I'm with you. And Gret kind of, he's like, well, some of the team back together. People are eating dirt. This can't possibly go wrong. It's gonna be great.
So lovely.
That's gotta be great. So yum.
I drink
That's just
something.
gritty.
There's a lot of water.
Mm. Mm. Let's go.
All right. So y'all head off. So let's everyone roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Stealth check.
13 for June.
14 for Maven.
15.
19 for Viet.
Jeez.
Skull does a 13.
Perfect. Yeah.
And a bunch of weird turkey heads.
So yeah, so you all move very quickly and very quietly between Talcia kind of giving directions and areas that had last been, deemed safe-ish, and then
You are all being too loud.
as you get
With this-
to
Earworm.
yes. You get to probably about a halfway there. Kind of, you're in an old abandoned house, waiting for some movement to go by. Juniper, you're gonna have kind of a tap on your shoulder. Telsi is gonna be there. I have a question for you. I'm sorry if, and she's just whispering quietly.
Viet and Zash are listening.
Yeah,
But
they don't even mean to.
Can't help it.
Why are you hesitating to use that potion?
It's there's a lot of power in it.
Yes.
And I don't know where that power deserves to go. Because I think, and I know I've done this at least once. I have given too much too quickly.
At least you're wising up.
I'm trying. I can think of a few good places where it could go, but I don't know if that's right. I thought maybe if we could make more of them, I wouldn't have to choose, but
It will. It's a possibility. Absolutely, we can. It just would take more time.
right. And is it worth losing the chance completely? There's also something else in my bag that I'm really scared of, and I don't want it, and I want to destroy it, but I also kind of want to keep it, but I want to keep it away from everybody else.
what is that, Juniper Swift?
We need to be more than a few feet away from them. They can hear literally everything.
You're too loud.
You're too annoying.
Look a little hurt.
You're gonna know exactly what it is when I say it's a deck of
Oh my lord, no. I just rolled her Arcana check and it's super high. And the second you said card, she's like, "Oh,
Can we?
okay. Where? For the love of God, where do you have that? Where do you have all of them? Where do you have all of them? Because you do understand they are just radiating magic, correct?
Yeah. You can't tell. You can't. I mean,
I'm trying not to because I'd probably go blind.
okay. Well, it's right here in my bandolier because this bag right here is shared with him. And I kind of point over to Callan.
Both of you look over at Callan. Callan just turns at the right moment. He's like,
Hey.
ah, yes. Dangerous, that one. Okay. I have capsules that basically can keep them safe. They're basically lock boxes, as it were. Mostly they're for cursed items, but I think it'll do the same
I
job.
think this is kind of, let's be honest.
Cursey.
It's a little cursy.
If anything I have ever read about those is real, they're not just a little cursy.
And I know that the temptation would be really strong if I was the last one standing to just.
She looks genuinely concerned by you just saying that, kind of like half flippantly and half serious. She's just like, no, that's horrible.
I know.
I know this seems very self-serving. Would you feel better if I locked those away where you can't touch them either?
Mm-hmm. I would actually. I would indeed.
Okay. Let me take care of the most horrible one. And she'll just like gently kind of like open this little handkerchief, flip it open and set it down like on the floorboards of where you're all at. And it kind of just opens this little black hole.
Ooh, that's handy.
She's
like, you have no idea.
Oh wait, I saw Telsia and June talking about something, and no one's talking to me, and I want to get in on some conversation. Did I know that thing was in the shared bag at all?
No, it was not in the shared bag. She
It's
purposely
not
did
in the
not
shared
put it in the
Oh.
shared bag.
Oh.
That I
she purposely
specifically-
didn't.
Yeah.
Because I just rolled a wisdom check for Callan, and it's a dirty 0. And if it was, he would have just pulled it out. Hey, look what we found.
Oh, I can't tell how much I wish it was. So she'll reach in and pull out a box. It is a black box. Looks like it's metal that was probably just burned black, and it has all kinds of like chalk lines of ruins and things like that on it. She'll take a key out from around her neck, and she'll tap the box, and it'll open up. There's nothing in it. You can place the first one in here because that'll at least completely isolate any of its influence or radiation of magic and be locked away.
Wait, what do you mean the first one? I'm not. What do you mean?
You're
the first one?
glowing in the dark with those items.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll take that out of my bandolier and put it in there.
Okay. So, boom, and she just looks at it for just one brief moment. Viet, yes.
This is Chris, actually. The amulets of non-detection, does that help with masking that type of thing?
This is a little bit different. This is the equivalent of having like being wrapped in neon lights, where it's like, I cannot find Viet.
Okay.
But there's a glow
Gosh.
of magic on that horizon.
All right. That's fair.
I just happen to have
Okay.
all of those
Just
magical
checking.
items
Just
on my
checking.
person.
They would not know it's you.
Okay.
but they would see a sunrise.
Thank you for the
One might
clarification for
assume.
Chris.
Yep.
Viet would be completely lost by this whole conversation. But yes.
Okay. So you'll place it in. She'll, for one moment, give it just like a wincing extra look, and then tap it, and then drop it into the hole.
Feels a lot better. That feels a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay. I feel a lot better now.
Good. There's the other, not nearly as bright, but it is divinely bright, if that makes sense.
Oh, do you think that's going to be a problem?
I'm not saying it's a problem, but it is a thing. It's up to you. You don't know who to use. This is locked away.
Yeah, no, that's probably safer. Are you the only one who knows where it is?
She looks around the room. She's like, well, specifically where, yes. But there are a lot of eyes that I know are watching, and like Callan's like,
Yeah, I'll hand over that potion too. Just keep it safe. Yeah.
she'll drop it into the black hole, pick up the handkerchief, and just kind of, and then she'll kind of re-stuff it up her sleeve.
All right. Do we hear any? Do we hold it up temporarily in the spot? Do we hear any moving spiders and/or royal guards or anything
By the
else?
time all this is over, you hear the movement has gone past.
I'm thinking we are ready to move again.
All right. You all start to move again. Everyone roll me a stealth check.
So
19 for Juniper.
That's an 8.
5.
Ooh.
23.
Okay. Wow. 14, 15, and 18 without even the bonuses added to it. So overall, most everyone's moving fairly quietly. At a certain point, there is a moment where Maven, you're kind of rushing ahead a little bit, and Callan, you are trying to get Maven just to like because you're like, oh, we're close, and then she starts to take off ahead, and you kind of catch up real quick to like, hey, like, well, hold on, and you both kind of half trip and stumble a little bit, bumping into a cart on the street, which then knocks over a couple things. And then and you see suddenly like there are all these little figures, like these spiders that are coming over top of the roof and around the walls that just start to move, investigating that sound.
So do I see that they actually see us or what?
Right now, you're just picking up that initial movement.
Okay.
So this would be like reaction. What are we all doing?
How much further?
Yeah, how much further?
How much further?
This is reaction. This isn't
Yeah,
a conversation.
Juniper's pressing herself a bit, like trying to hide a bit so that they go away.
Yeah, if it looks like none of them actively notice, it's okay. I'll try to be quieter. Shh, quiet.
Viet, are you staying kind of back because those two kind of went forward?
Yeah, we're gonna pause here and hold.
Okay, everyone pauses and holds. Maven and Callan are kind of out into the street and just kind of huddled against a cart. And you'll see all of a sudden there's all these different creatures moving, and you see some that are actually way more humanoid looking and have like more from their backs, all the extra limbs.
Oh God.
And I'll share that picture later. You'll see as they are like walking and on top of that, the roofs, and you see them look down in your general direction, and then all start to just still staying within sightline, but they just move to the outer perimeter. So the next block on top of the roofs, but still openly paying attention to your area.
So cautiously move forward and kind of gesture to everyone else and watch them.
Okay.
Viet's busy fingering some of the items in his beard. Yes.
Where is it? So this goes on as you kind of carefully start moving again, and you all see them. They are not doing anything to look hidden, and they're clearly watching you. But you can make your way.
Really unsettling.
Shh.
All right. You get into one of the buildings that, Callan, you can feel like this way. You see the kind of look of almost like a shooting star falling into this building.
This is it. Gesture everybody forward.
And as you kind of gently open that door, there's that response. You walk in and you see it definitely looks like a battle happened here. There's broken tables. This doorway that you kind of open up looks like it probably at one point was being like barricaded and then has broken and things scattered. And almost with like a shimmering starlight, like light coming through one of the windows, you see this large wax cocoon.
I go and hack it apart.
Carefully
What?
hack it apart.
Carefully hack it apart. Yes.
No, I heard hack. I heard hack.
Daughter be damned. Joking.
Right.
Yeah, let's go try and open it, I guess, if that's what Maven's rushing forward to do.
Yeah.
Viet is going to pull the shield, his really nice shield, off and kind of restrap it underneath his other wooden shield.
Yeah, this I don't think that's a good idea, but I'll get ready for
Okay.
whatever.
Freeing up his hands.
Gret is like just kind of in the doorway, kind of checking the streets. It's like they're still out there. Like, what are they waiting for? And Zash is right there in the area. He's on guard as well. And Telsia, seeing Maven doing that, she's like, just stand back before you take off something more than I think you want. And
Okay.
she's just going to close her eyes, say a few words, and you're just going to see like a rip of force go straight down the front of this cocoon. and almost like a scalpel of force energy just kind of just graze the front of it, and it just breaches open. And you see, just covered in this translucent white goo, Illison come pouring out of it.
Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby. My baby,
Checking
my
if
baby,
she's-
my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. Yeah.
I'm checking to see if she's alive.
Is she okay?
Yep.
Medicine
Yep.
check, please.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm holding her.
23.
All right, 23.
Mhm.
It's a little difficult with a frantic, mother.
He
It's-
didn't quit. Like,
You almost think of like those times and when you were younger, when you saw a doctor to be like, everyone stand back, it's like, oh, that's why, you do eventually manage to get a weak pulse.
okay.
Oh, I'm gonna heal her. I'm gonna heal her. I'm gonna heal her. I'm gonna give her all of my healing, all of that I have, every ounce of it. I have a 4th level cure wounds that I would like to suck out of me and give to her.
And I would
All right.
like to give her a bardic inspiration on that because I can help her do max healing.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Hell yes.
So with your bonus, what would max healing be at a 4th level cure wounds?
Well, 4 times 8 is, oh no. I should know that. I think that's
It's 30.
32. Plus
Yeah,
2,
32.
34.
Okay.
I give her 38 points and I take away 34 points from myself.
Are you okay? You're not doing cure wounds. You're doing the other one. Yeah. So that's not how that spell works.
Okay.
I mean, you're right on how it works, but your dice are
Oh,
incorrect.
okay. How many dice for
'cause
that one?
Give me a moment.
Sorry. I thought it just
I got
worked
it.
with all my healing spells.
I just want to do a thing.
Sorry. I die immediately.
I mean, 4th level. I mean, there's you could.
There's a chance.
I have seen people heal themselves to death.
Wait. She's worth it.
Aw.
She is. Whatever, whatever. She's a little baby.
There it is. All right. So 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 knock off the modifier. So you take 36, you said?
Yep.
Or no, 32. 32.
Yeah.
That's maxed, right?
Yeah.
Even though this isn't probably how this is supposed to work, but seeing as bardic inspiration, all that, this is so you take 32 necrotic damage.
Heal.
She heals twice that. So she gets 64 healing to her.
Yes, she does. Yes, that's my girl. Oh, that's my girl. Oh, that's my girl. That's my girl. That's my baby.
You do
Oh.
very quickly as you see this kind of like you see all the veins on Maven's hands and arms start to flare up, and then you can almost just see almost like she's draining energy from Illison. Her fingers and those veins start to turn black as she's like almost like sucking blackness out of Illison. And as you can feel her heartbeat get stronger, and then suddenly Maven just kind of goes a little pale.
Maven.
Yes. What? 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 What?
There are gentler ways to do those things.
Yeah.
Shh.
Especially if we're
And I'm just touching her face and I'm just smoothing her hair and just we don't get it. We don't get it.
I do.
I'm just making sure she's okay.
She is.
Uh-huh. She
Is
will
she
be.
still like unconscious?
Yeah, she's still unconscious, but she's definitely like way more stable. Like way more stable.
We should get her back to the actual safe house.
Gret's gonna be like looking out. He's like, "Are we like we're all the way up here, and we're gonna go back to a safe house now?"
Yeah,
That's not a-
yeah, it'll be fine. It's a good idea.
yeah. There's no chance they're gonna follow us. Yeah.
I'm thinking we need to press on, yes? We are close. She is at risk until we stop this.
Is there anything we can do to wake her?
What based on that medicine check, can I tell why she's not?
Oh, she definitely has a lot of that like poison in her system, so she's 100% like catatonic paralyzed.
I have a tea we could use. Gets the heart pumping.
I think
No.
I think that I have a gentler way of doing that.
Little
sir.
strychnine.
Nope.
Gret looks back from the doorway like, what?
I'm gonna do that. Sorry, I'm looking at the level of the spell that I'm looking at. There it is. Cool. Yep, we're gonna great. We're gonna just lesser restoration again on this woman.
On this one, you sound so happy about it.
It's fine. This is fine.
Okay. All right, you cast that energy flows out of you,
Standing, so yeah.
and that light kind of fills her chest, and then all of a sudden she takes a deeper coughing breath and is looking around, and then she's like, oh, what? Mom? And she just looks a little weirded out, horrified, but also very happy to see you, and starts to like kind of turn and like hug you back. What do you do? You shouldn't be here. Where I thought
you shouldn't have been in a cocoon. Oh, okay. You're okay. We're okay. It's okay. You're okay. It's okay. You're okay. Hi. It's good to see you. Okay.
You see all of a sudden kind of a horror over her face, and she's like, no, we got brother love. We got to find. He was with me. And she starts to.
I saw him. He's no longer with us.
She's like, no,
Sorry.
like you saw him. What do you like? And she looks around, and you like see they're in like there's other cocoons further back.
We can look. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Okay.
He
I'm
was
on
with
it.
me when I came here.
Yep. I know. It's okay. We can go. We'll go find him. Okay. We'll go find him. Just prepare yourself. What you will find.
And she'll kind of in the same manner as you did start to go and claw and look at other
Bite.
cocoons.
Yep. That's my girl.
Vit will go and listen to each one and see if you can hear any heartbeats.
You get to the first one. No. Second one. How long do you kind of listen at each one?
Just Theo doesn't know anything about medicine. So
Yeah.
whatever for a normal heartbeat.
Yeah. Nope. You just one after another. No. The last one, you don't hear heartbeat, but you do hear almost like weird wet movement.
We're just going to back away from that one. This one is not right. This one is weird.
What do you mean weird?
It is making weird noises. Like
I'll
something
come forward.
moving in there.
I'll come
No
forward and
heartbeat.
slice it open.
It's got its
Yeah, you
hammer ready.
cut it open, and spilling out is a human or once human, who looks like he's probably 60% of the way turned into one of those spidery kind of versions.
It's going to smash that.
Yep.
Fling the goo off of his hammer.
Eventually, Illison does find Brother Love's body in one of them. He looks like he's maybe 10% of the way. Like some of his skin is starting to look more like a more liquidy version of that wax, and very dead. Clearly, Illison is upset.
I'm
And-
sorry. We should have been here sooner. I'm sorry. Do you want to take his body back?
You see, as she's kind of just crying, and you're trying to console her a little bit, you see all of a sudden, like, just the beginnings of like that, like iridescent glow from underneath her skin of just like a whitish light that you've seen when she's gone like full starlight. And no, it doesn't matter. And she's gonna stand up, and she's going to walk towards the doorway. Where is she? Which way? What? Let's kill this bitch.
Oh, that's my girl. Oh, okay. But yeah, where Talcia? Where now? Where do we go? Where do we need to go? Also, who are we looking for? Love the enthusiasm. What are we doing?
The dragon. Maybe in the
Yep,
dragon.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And like she's saying a curse word, you hear Illison say Salida.
Oh, that's my girl. All right. Oh, well, yep. Okay. All right. Yep. Let's go find. Oh, yeah. Where do we find her? Let's do that.
What is going on?
Hold on.
What is going on?
The universe affirms your plan.
Thank you. I'll be here all millennia.
I think that was my monitoring thing.
Oh,
Normally the earbud would be not timed out by now. I timed
yeah.
out.
Oh, fair,
We ran a little
fair.
long.
Sorry.
My
Yep.
apologies. I didn't think that would happen. So
That's okay.
Still,
How
it was good
dare
timing.
you.
Yeah.
How dare you?
In all the reconnaissance of the city, have you found any other way into the keep besides the main door? Because I feel like that's kind of just a little on the nose.
Yeah, who you asking this to?
Just in general, like
Oh.
I guess. Well, the only people who have been in the city would be Talsia
Yeah.
and Ilson, so I directed at them, I suppose.
Yeah. Illison will be like, that's what we were looking for when we came here, and we got ambushed and took shelter in here. And she just kind of, you can see her racking her brain for a second, and then she's like, should we believe the next block over there was supposed to be some kind of, I guess, royal escape tunnel, something of that effect?
Have those.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Check it out.
Gret's like, yeah. Do we not care about this? Because this is still weird.
Yeah, no, we absolutely do. We should probably, this is going to sound really insensitive, but smash all of those if we haven't already, so they don't turn into more of these things.
Sounds practical.
That are already many. Do we come back and do it if we survive? Or do we set the building on fire and make a run for it?
Building on fire that could create a distraction.
Great idea.
Gret's like, I'm a fan. I mean, as long as I'm outside of the house.
That's generally
Bad memories. That's how I died.
no, you didn't have to. You didn't have to say it. Like I get. Yeah. Okay.
Just making sure not everyone. So anyway, yeah, and Talsi's like, I'll put an orb in the back. It'll burn for the next moment or so, and it'll start more than enough of a fire.
Perfect.
And she'll take out of her bag like a bottle of what looks like some kind of spirit, and just kind of pour it in the back room where all the cocoons were. And she'll basically start a fire back there and make her way out. Takes just a moment or so, and then you can all make your way into the next building. The creatures are all there. They're watching.
This is so creepy. I hate this.
What happens if Callan just yells at him, "Get out of here! Go back to your kennel"?
Not a thing. They don't move. They just.
Are they waiting to follow you in, Callan? Den hanged fool.
I don't think so. I hope not. They're just not. They're not jumping at us.
Well, hopefully once we get inside somewhere, they'll continue a frontal assault to distract whoever else is in there.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate being brought back for this. As he kind of makes his way deeper and following Illison.
Yeah, same.
The hanged
Zash
fool likes
will
company, yes?
Same.
Yeah.
Exact
Zash will
same
come up behind him
sentiment.
and clap him on the back, and he's just like, it's fine. Dying is easy.
Yeah, for you. Literally exact same sentiment, Grat.
All right.
Keep
Everyone
moving.
makes their way in.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. It doesn't take long. Like little searching. Eventually you find there is a secret doorway that's there, and secret tunnel. And Talsia, when she kind of follows in and is shown where to, like, oh, this is where it, like, she does the equivalent of spending a few moments arcanely opening the door, and you all make your way into a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Sorry.
That's where we're gonna leave off this episode for tonight, as the group all goes into the dark tunnel that was just opened up.
Mhm.
It's not gonna go badly at all.
No, it's gonna go really well.
Yeah.
And so thank you all for bearing with us on this longer episode. One episode left for the season, everyone. Conclusion coming.
Oh my gosh.
And I will give you and I will give you just a little epilogue on this episode because the episode ends, little credits go up, and then we come back as a large crow is flying through the city, just above the rooftops, flying, heading a little ways south, it looks like. And clutched in its claw is a bottle that has a very specific potion in it. A potion of true resurrection. And that is where we're going to leave this episode. Thank you all. I can't wait till the next episode. Arc 2 finale. So everybody bring your A game. You're going to face off against Salida Nansanan with no hindering, no depowering. Just a straight up slugfest.
Oh God.
Oh, right.
Some people with us.
Until you do a whole bunch of NPCs that I have to run.
If Zach could actually do something.
Oh my God, he feels so bad, and my rolls are not helping him.
He should.
So until next time, thank you all for joining us. I'm DM Scott. With me as always,
Killian.
And Mick.
Chris.
And Catherine.
have a great week.